Once upon a time, in a small town far away, there lived a little puppet made of wood. His name was AstroPinocchio. AstroPinocchio was very curious. Every night, he placed his telescope by the window and watched the stars for hours. He loved learning the names of planets, like the moon's bright craters, the red glow of Mars, and the shining worlds far beyond. One evening, through his telescope, he noticed that Mercury was glowing far too bright. During the day, it was so shiny, it almost hurt his eyes, and at night, no shadows at all. Why are there no shadows? This is so strange, he wondered. Suddenly, a tiny note slid across the telescope lens. It said, "Help! Our shadow is gone!" It was a call for help from Mercury. AstroPinocchio jumped into his rocket ship. He packed a cooling spacesuit, a jar to catch any shadows, and his brave heart. As the rocket zoomed toward Mercury, he peeked out the window. His wooden nose grew just a little bit longer. "I'm not scared at all," he said, though he really was a little scared. The surface of Mercury was so hot that he started looking for shadows right away, but everywhere was covered in bright white light. Suddenly, a pile of stones began to wiggle and stand up. It was Paniko, a trembling Mercury creature. "Without our shadow, we can't rest," Paniko cried. "Someone stole it from the night sky." AstroPinocchio gasped. "From the sky? Who would take a shadow?" Paniko and AstroPinocchio climbed down into a giant crater. They found little trails of shadow dust along the rocks. The trail led them to a huge space butterfly wearing giant glasses. Its name was Kelebex. Kelebex wasn't mean. He had accidentally wrapped Mercury's shadow inside his cocoon so he could sleep better at night. "The shadow feels like a soft blanket," Kelebex said in a shy voice. AstroPinocchio explained that the shadow belonged to Mercury, and without it, everyone would get too hot and sick. Kelebex felt sorry. He gently unwrapped his cocoon. The shadow dust floated back into the sky. At last, a cool, gentle darkness returned over Mercury. Paniko jumped up and down with joy. "You saved Mercury, AstroPinocchio!" As a thank you, Paniko gave him a small jar of starlight dust. It would sparkle in AstroPinocchio's room forever. AstroPinocchio climbed into his rocket and waved goodbye. "Take good care of your shadow," he called. As he flew back to Earth, he looked out the window. A little shadow cloud was gently spreading across Mercury's surface. AstroPinocchio smiled. "Every planet has a secret," he whispered, and he drifted into a peaceful sleep.